To configure the typography, this is inside styles area. So let me show you. Here you can see typography. Click over here and take a look at here first. Let's take a look at the design. Inside our design, this is our heading. The heading font looks different and the paragraph font also a different font. And now we have to understand which font they are using. To understand easily, I am going to use a add-on called WORDFont. WORDFont is a Chrome extension that you can install and easily. So let's say you do not have this extension. So all you have to simply navigate to WORDFont. And here you can see you can also add Chrome extension. And here you can see WORDFont Chrome extension. If you just click over here, you can simply install the extension here. I have already installed and that's why it shows remove from Chrome. And also for color, you can use color picker Chrome extension. And here you can see a lot of color picker. You can use any of them. Most of them are useful and working perfectly. So for an example, if I select ColorZilla, so this item has been disabled in Chrome because I have installed and I am disabling this one. I'm not going to use this one, but if you install, you can use it. And here you can see they have guided you how to use them properly, how to copy a color, how to take color. You can read their information, you can understand easily how it works and what to do, how to use it. So I hope you understand how to download the color picker and also WORDFont add-on. So let's take a look at our font. If I click over here, click on heading, you can see inside heading they are using Playfair display font. And for paragraph, it's Poppins. And also it's Poppins here. And they are using Poppins for body font, and for heading they are using Playfair display. Now if I go to our editor, you can see here for body font there is no Playfair display or Poppins. We have to install the Poppins and Playfair display fonts from our dashboard. So navigate to the dashboard here, go to appearance or hover over appearance and click manage theme fonts. So here you can see there is a couple of fonts. You can remove those fonts if those are not really necessary. So let's remove them. I do not want to use them because those are not necessary as of now. And I'm gonna use Google font. So click over here and type here Poppins. So I'm gonna click or press P from my keyboard, and you can see here is the Poppins font. And there is a couple of variations that you can add. First of all, let's take a look at here what type of variations they're using. If I use WORDFont, I can click over here. You can see it's font weight 400 and this one is 400, and here the font weight is 400. Well, we are gonna use 400 for Poppins, but here 700. That means we want to use 700 font weight and 400. So here I'm gonna select 400 and 700. In case if you want, you can add normal this variant, which is a little bit lighter, but I'm not gonna use as of now. If it's required, then I'll be using them, because if you add too many fonts, you can see it takes space on your website. I hope you understand. Click Add Google Fonts to your theme. We are done with our fonts here. And let's click another font here. So it was Playfair 700 and also Playfair 700. So I'll be using Playfair display 700 only, I think. Yes, all of there are 700. Let's type P, and here you have to find out Playfair display, and I'll be using 700. That's it. Add Google font. So now if I go to manage fonts, you can see Poppins and Playfair display. So we have added our fonts here. And now if I go to from here editor and click here, by default, as you can see, it's already displaying the fonts that we have selected. If I go to typography and text, you can see Poppins and Playfair are available. Now it's time to I have already selected the font, and I think we can change the font size. Okay, let's change it right now. So this is heading 1. For heading 1, it's 75 pixel, line height 90 pixel. And this is heading 2, which is 50 pixel, 65 line height. And this one is 32 pixel, which is heading 3. And also here heading 4, 20 pixel. And let's say this is heading 5. Well, so we have selected selected our desired fonts, and for Poppins 15 pixel. Okay, that's perfect. Now what I'm gonna do, just take a look at here carefully. From typography, and make sure you have selected the styles from here, because when you selected the styles and change inside here, it will apply globally. So I'm gonna change the text font first here, the font family, which is the default. So I'll be using Poppins here, and the size is medium. So if you want, you can change the size to large, small, and I think the medium is perfect here, which is 1.125 rem, which is near to 16 pixel, but it's okay. I'll be using this one. I'm not gonna change it, but if you want, you can change it by clicking over here to add your own custom value. If you do not want to use rem, you can use pixel. So what is the rem basically? If you want to convert, let's say px to rem, so there are lots of converter. I'm gonna use this one. So for an example, if I use 15 pixel and let's convert to rem. Okay, it's not 15 pixel and convert to rem, you can see it's 0.9375. so if I use 16 pixel, it's 1. If I use 16.5 or 6 pixel, it's 1.3.125. so if we take a look at here, 1.2.5, so it's near to 16.5 or something like that. But why rem? What is the reason behind it? Okay, so basically the rem will help to customize the font globally, and there is a lot of information that I think if you are not a coder, it's not necessary, but if you are interested to learn what is the difference between rem and pixel. So here you can see the difference between them, and you can use any of them, no matter whether you are using REM, rem or pixel. It's completely up to you. But let's use pixel. I'm not gonna make you confused. So I have selected 15 pixel here for body font, text, and link also, which is the default, and definitely I'll be using pop-ins here, and the size is 15 pixel. It's not necessary, but let's use them here. You can also change the line height. And for the heading, what I'm gonna use for heading 1, for all the heading I'll be using Playfair, but there are a few headings, heading 5 and heading 6, I'm not gonna use Playfair. I'll change them later on. So I have selected heading 1 and change it to pixel. So it was 75 pixel. If you take a look at here, it was 75 pixel and 90 pixel line height, and the line height is default 1.2. So I think 1.2 is okay, which is a value to rem and based on the pixel that you have added here. And letter spacing, letter case, I'm not going to use them. For heading 2, it's basically here. Okay, it's not here, this one, I think this one, 50 pixel. Let's add 50 pixel here. And heading 3, for heading 3, 32 pixel. And for heading 4, 15 pixel. No, not this one, I have chosen this one. Heading 4, 20 pixel, and heading 5, 15 pixel. So heading 5 will be different font. So heading 4, 20 pixel, and heading 5, 15 pixel but different font, which is pop-ins. And also the heading 5, which is bold here, and there is no case sensitive here, and we are done. Let's save. So we have complete our typography and other settings. If I click on buttons here, let's take a look at the buttons. The button color is white color, and the background is primary, and the hover color is a darker color a little bit. Let's navigate here. The button with the font, okay, so let's take a look at here again. It's pop-ins 14 pixel. So font family pop-ins. So as you can see, when I change it, it's changing, right? 14 pixel. And we have completed our button. So we are done with the typography and color. In our next part, I'll be showing you some layout settings.